Translations. Translations are also known as slides, and what it means is you're taking one shape and you're moving it to a different location. That can move vertically or horizontally or both. There's a couple things that you need to know as it relates to translations, like for example, how the rules are written for translation. This tells you to move every x coordinate 4 to the right and every y coordinate 1 down. Now there's two ways to go about doing that. The first way would be if you had 3 points. Let's just use some simple numbers. A, B, and C. That you could take the points of A, B, and C and use the rule. Or you could take the rule and use it on every point on the coordinate plane to double check it. What does that look like? Let's take a look. So there is something that comes up that shows you the difference between an image, what you start with, or I mean what you end with, and then a pre-image, what you start with. Pre means before, so before any type of transformation has taken place, it'll be called a pre-image. And once something has been done to it, translation or a slide, that means it moved locations. It'll create another shape, a congruent shape nonetheless, but it will be in a different location, which makes it a copy, which is the image. So just to make sure that we can do this two different ways, and both of them are pretty simple. Nothing's too far-fetched as it relates to using this rule. So we take all of our x coordinates, and what you can do is substitute the x in if you wanted to rewrite it and just make sure that you're being thorough. So 0 plus 4 is 4. And then y, 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay? B prime, so negative 2 plus 4 is positive 2. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. 2 plus 4 is 6. And 0 minus 1 is negative 1. All right. So what I could do is I can plot those points. And I'm going to. 4, 2 is A prime. Notice I'm always naming my points. Naming the points and identifying the names of points and identifying the names of shapes with their points is critical to understanding pre-images and images. It tells you which direction to work. Am I working forward with a pre-image to create an image? Or am I working backwards to use an image to get back to my pre-image? And that's what we're going to go over next. 2, negative 1 is B prime. And then 6, negative 1 is C prime. So what we did was we moved right 4 and down 1. It helps, and the question will come up, what does x plus 4, y minus 1 mean? Well, it means that we're taking all the coordinates and moving them 4 to the right and 1 unit down. Here's how we can check that and just make sure that we're being thorough. So it said plus 4, that means 4 to the right. It said y minus 1, that means 1 down. So we can always take these points and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 down. That point checks out. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 down. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 down. Perfect. All of the points are moved exactly 4 times to the right and 1 unit down. Check. Now let's go back and take a look at, well, what if I'm given this information? This is why I'm saying that naming the points is so important, because this tells me that a pre-image was already moved, and I'm looking at my image right here. A transformation was already done. How am I supposed to find the original of what happened? Well, I know that everything based on this rule, everything was moved 4 to the right and 1 down. We just saw that process take place. If I wanted to go backwards, how could I undo moving 4 to the right and 1 down? Well, you just take the opposite. You're working backwards. So it would be -4 and +1. And this will get us back to our original coordinates. Watch. So 4 minus 4 is 0. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, so 0, 3. That should be A. 2 minus 4 is -2. And -1 plus 1 is 0. So -2, 0. That's B. 6 minus 4 is 2, and -1 plus 1 is 0. So 2, 0. There's C. So you can see that working backwards is just the opposite of working forward, and that makes sense. So let's say that we wanted to do that just little bumpy over check style. So let's start with A prime and do our reverse. We went left 4, up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. That's how you know you're right. So working forward, working backwards, being able to identify an image, a pre-image. What I need to do next, the orientation of the shape, they're both congruent. All it is that it moved to the left or right, up and down, or a combination of both. So these are called translations or slides. You can use a coordinate plane to use the rule. Remember to identify the rule, and remember to always name and label your points and your shapes, identifying a pre-image and an image.